What's up, Psychedelic Spotlight? My name's James, and I'd like to welcome you to the Psych Business Roundup, a segment where we cover the most important news stories of the week when it comes to investing in psychedelic medicines. Today is all about Small Pharma, who had an absolutely blockbuster week. The easiest way to illustrate this is by just taking a look at their stock. DMTTF, Small Pharma's ticker symbol in the United States. It's much cooler in Canada, it's just DMT, but Small Pharma's stock more than doubled on the week ending on October 22nd. Now, as most of you probably already know, I usually don't care too much about the day-to-day price movements of any particular company. I am a long-term investor, and what's more, I recognize that companies in the psychedelic medicine space may be extremely volatile and are liable to swing wildly in either direction. But I'm only bringing up the stock price because the doubling of their stock comes on the heels of some very, very good news. To start, Small Pharma announced that the first patient in their phase 2A clinical trial testing treating major depressive disorder with DMT has been dosed. Now, as we have discussed before, this is the furthest progressed DMT clinical trial ever. Using DMT to treat depression is an exciting proposition for a couple of reasons. First, chemically, the substance is very similar to psilocybin, which has shown fantastic results in recent early-stage clinical trials. There are, however, two key differences. First, DMT is much more potent than psilocybin. And secondly, the duration of effects are much shorter. With DMT, they only last between 5 and 30 minutes, and with psilocybin, somewhere between 6 to 10 hours. The second point here is key, as a large stumbling block in psilocybin therapy is its long duration, which would require a therapist to look over a patient for the entire time. This in turn would make psychedelic therapy extremely expensive and thus less accessible. So if DMT is as effective as its cousin psilocybin but has a shorter duration of effect that fits more nicely with therapy settings, then this could be the mental health care drug of the future. To be clear, as of yet there is no clinical evidence that shows the effectiveness in treating DMT in any sort of mental health care condition. If Small Pharma's trial is successful, therefore, theirs will be the first. Despite this, there is both lots of anecdotal evidence of people consuming DMT and it helping with their mental health, and large cross-sectional observational studies which document this, though these studies may be rife with biases like the self-selection bias and the placebo effect. Therefore, Small Pharma has embarked on a trailblazing course with their new trial, and it appears that the British government is taking notice. There, regulators have granted Small Pharma an innovation passport for their version of DMT, which is similar to the FDA's Fast Track system in the United States. According to Dr. Carol Rutledge, the Chief Medical and Chief Scientific Officer of Small Pharma, the innovation passport will give the company, quote, access to specialist advice throughout the drug development process and has the potential to enable a speedier, more efficient development process. To top off the good news of the week, in the US, Small Pharma's stock got uplisted. Originally, Small Pharma was listed on the OTC Pink Sheets, but now it has been transitioned to the OTC Venture Markets, or the OTCQB. While this isn't as prestigious a market as, say, the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange, it is still an improvement and shows growing investor confidence in the company. That's all for today, folks. Don't forget to go sign up for the Psychedelic Spotlight newsletter if that's not where you're already watching this episode. If you sign up, you get lots of cool perks such as exclusive content, CEO interviews, and much, much more. The best part of it all is, it's completely free. To sign up, go to psychedelicspotlight.com. Oh, and if you guys enjoy these short, sweet, quick recaps, show the algorithm some love with your likes, comments, and subs. Until next time, I'm James from the Psychedelic Investor.